Hey, I'm back with another video, and today's video is another one on the Taylor copy, the K24CE copy Milton guitar. And this is the first in a multi-part repair series on this guitar. Yes, so before we can get started on this first repair, we need to know what it is that we're going to do today. Well, hopefully this quick unboxing video will give you a pretty good clue. So here we go. We've got a little unboxing today. So, Kevin Shee, good to his word, with the replacement B-band electronics for the copy Taylor. Thanks, Kevin. Good job. So, Kevin Shee was good to his word and sent an entire replacement B-band system for the K24, and I have to say this is exactly what I think we ought to be able to expect from sellers, that they do try to put things right, and kudos to Kevin for actually doing the right thing and sending the B-band replacement. So in return, I immediately set to work about replacing or at least reseating the badly seated transducing pickup and digging that out because it was glued in, and here is exactly what happened. Okay, so having got the new B-band pickup, we're now going to have a look at swapping it over. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just loosen off all the strings. Be useful if I had something to lean this on, so there we go. Improvise as ever. Oven glove, rolled up, good enough. Well, just enough play on these strings to get them out without having to sacrifice the set. So we'll get those all nice and loose. And then, so that we don't lose them off the headstock, this is where the capo comes in. Just connect the capo up at the headstock end. I can never get the string retainers out without a pair of pliers, just gently to and fro. Let's get these devils out. I did knock them in quite successfully, so there we go. Number one. Number two, well, that was easier. Number three, oh, it's only number one that was hard. 4, 5, and finally number 6. Out they come. Just need to get a little bit more play on the string. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll just wind up the strings. A few little turns just to keep them out of the way up the end of the guitar. That way we don't have to sacrifice the whole set of strings. A couple of winds on that one should do the job. Incidentally, just like wrapping cables, especially for the thicker strings, in order to keep them straight, if you wrap them one way first and then do a reverse twist, it'll put less twist in the strings. So, and it's great for cables because that will extend the life of your cables immeasurably. So one twist one way, one twist the other, and then just a couple of little, exactly how I wrap my audio cables. Good practice. There we go, tips all over with me. Get that round one more time. Okay, strings are out of the way. Let's get this bridge out. Now, as you can see, this is where I found that this is glued in, this pickup, this transducing pickup. And I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be able to get that to come out through this bridge without breaking it. So just going to try and lever it a little bit. If we can just get a little bit of purchase under one end. Trouble is, I know for a fact it goes way under the bridge here. Oh, I have got a little bit of play on that end, and in fact, if I could get a little cocktail stick up in there, which I think I have somewhere in the cupboard here. Here we go. Standard cocktail stick. The most amazing tools you see here on China Guitar Skeptic channel. I want to get that up in that hole. Inside, I might just be able to push this. Wow, look at that. That is actually good news, because I've got this transducing pickup out without actually having to swap it out. Now we can see actually that it was sat quite nicely under. I think what we can possibly see, no, there's absolutely no reason why that transducing pickup was not doing its job there, really. It's a tight fit to get it through this way, but let's take it back through and see if we can't have a closer look, see if there's any damage. No, there's absolutely no damage to that. What I'm seriously considering doing is to just drill a little hole at the other end and turn this around and see if we end up with the same problem at the treble end of the guitar, because I actually think that there was nothing wrong with the seating of that pickup, so I have no idea why that's not conducting through, because if you look there you can probably see that, oh no, I know exactly what the problem is with this. It's been installed upside down. So if I turn it round the other way and pop it back in, if I can find the hole, which I have. And this pickup does not need to be glued in. They never do. If I can get that nice and evenly placed back into the slot, but the correct way up, we could well have just solved the problem. All that remains to be seen is when I restring the guitar up, whether or not we've cured the bass note being very quiet. We may not need the replacement B band. So, let's get these strings back on and find out, hey? There we go. Let's go plug her in. Let's get one of these multitude of picks as well, because that one's knackered. Chuck that away. And let's go and plug her in and find out. So incredibly, this pickup was positioned and installed upside down. But what would happen when I plugged it in to see if we'd fixed the issue? Well, this is what happened. So now for the moment of truth. Plugged back in, let's see if we have sorted the problem. We'll start with the high E. And there we have it. The job is done. We fixed it, which is great news, because now my full chords will ring out beautifully. And I can hear through the headphones already that this sounds much better now that pickup has been turned up the right way. It was just completely the wrong way round. It was upside down. The reason I know is one side of a transducing pickup is round and the other side's flat, and you've got to get it the right way round. This is now much louder as well. In fact, I think it's going to overload the input, which is at lowest sensitivity. Let's try it. Yes, very much so. So again, I'll knock that back to the center position on the volume and keep the tones where I like them. And let's have just a little bit of a play. amazing. I think you will agree that the sound of this guitar now is pretty nice. I'm really pleased with it. And all because the pickup was installed upside down rather than the correct way up, so that the string vibrations were not being transferred efficiently through the saddle and into the transducing piezo pickup. So looks like we've solved the issue. But what are we going to do with the spare B band? Shall I send it back to him maybe? Probably the ethical thing to do, but it's going to cost almost as much as it would to buy one to send it back to China, so I think probably the best thing to do is to use it on something. Perhaps you'll have something to say about that. I hope you've enjoyed this video, folks, and I hope you'll make your comments below. I really look forward to reading them. I always read all the comments, even if I don't get a chance to reply to them all. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching these videos. I really hope you've enjoyed them. If you have, comment and share and like, and let your friends know what it's all about. I'll be back very soon with another Partacaster video. In the meantime, take care.
So, Fat Man, who is this China guitar skeptic fellow?
I have absolutely no idea, but I am going to subscribe to his channel.
Oh, good idea. You know what? I might even join you.
Hey, I'm back, and okay, so we're going to have a look at the Hey, I'm back with another video. Today's video is with the Oh, it's hot. It's hot today, and I'm all hot and flustered, and I can't seem to get my worms out properly. Oh dear.